Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, it's the In Wheel Time car show. Today coming to you from the monthly Tailpipes and Tacos Cruise-in here at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican restaurant in Katy, Texas. Coming up, we talk to some of the cruisers and the participants at this month's extravaganza. Jeff's going to review our pre-owned car of the week, the 2017 Maserati Levante L. You know, every time I say the word Levante, I think of lavatory. But anyway, a look at some upcoming racing events, plus Conrad's Car Clinic and the stories making auto news headlines this week. That and more just ahead on today's In Wheel Time Car Show for Saturday, March 20th, 2021. Howdy, along with Mike out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong, Jeffrey Zekin, David Ainsley. I'm Don Armstrong. Glad that you could join us today. I forgot to mention David Ainsley.
You got to get that straight.
Yes, our chief engineer is here. And can you see him in the wide shot?
Yeah. Well, he's kind of.
No, kind of. You have to. There you go. We could see your hand anyway. But and Jeffrey's over there on that side of the fence too. So it's good to see you. Thank you all for coming. As I mentioned in our pre-show warm-up, it is a magnificent day here in Houston, Texas. Actually, in
clear blue skies.
We are
bright
in the
sun.
Katy, Texas area, which is on the west side of Houston, and we're in the Lupe Tortilla. On the Lupe Tortilla porch, if you will, and all of the participants of the Cruise-in still coming in. This is a 3-hour event, and it's a kind of come and go as you want car show. And there's everything here from
Chevy 5 window, pickup truck.
I see some 40 cars in here, 40s cars, some 50s, some 60s, and then there's some actual late models in here as well. And I don't know whether I should even mention this or not, but the In Wheel Time service vehicle is here.
Service vehicle.
Chase vehicle.
The chase vehicle.
That's right.
I don't know what you're chasing.
Well,
that would be you, Mars.
Chasing a good
Did you
time.
wash it
it's
this
got
time?
a gimme, so I'm going to find it, whatever it is.
Did you
I actually
wash
did
it?
wash it, and I only got rained on once coming over here after I washed it.
It can't. You couldn't have. There's no rain.
It
There's
rained
no
on you
rain.
coming over
Well,
was
whether
dew.
you want to call it dew or fog
Dew.
or something got the truck
Some
wet.
dew. We'll call it dew.
Do.
Yeah,
Dew.
Some dew did
So
it.
at any rate, it's good to have everybody along with us today. We've got an exciting show, and what we do is on these things is that we, whether they like it or not, we pull the people that bring the cars and we talk about their cars.
and sit them down, and I think sometimes scare the daylights out of them
And
because they have
interrogate
no idea what to expect of us asking them.
That's right, because we'll probably ask you some questions that you don't know the answers to. Then again, you may.
We got a rubber hose behind it.
We do have a rubber hose behind you, so you could take it out and beat us with that. But at any rate, who am I talking to? What is your name, sir?
Speaking of 1940s
Who are we
cars,
talking?
this is Rick Parras.
Parras.
What he said.
Rick Parras.
Correct.
Rick, it's good to see you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
So, is that your beige beauty out there?
1940 DeSoto S7.
Oh my God, a 40 DeSoto. I want you to know that my parents' first
I
car.
was conceived in a 40 DeSoto.
I might have been. I might have been.
That's what it is.
Because my parents, the first car that they bought in Waukesha, Wisconsin, was a DeSoto.
Wow. Nice.
And the only issue with the car was the starter. It had a starter issue, and my dad taught my mother how to start it with the broomstick and the hammer. So whenever it wouldn't start, she'd get out there, open the hood, take the broomstick, push
Put it on the
down
starter.
the starter, and give it a whack, and boy, away she'd go.
There we went.
You don't have that problem, do you?
I do not have that problem.
So tell us about your car.
So I've had the car for about 6 years now. I bought it from a gentleman up in Northern California before I moved back to Texas. He'd had it for about 3.5 years. It's got 86,000 original miles.
Oh, my God.
How wonderful is that?
Wow.
So I've actually put about 1,000 of those over the last 6 years. So I usually just take it out once a week on Saturdays. But
Take it out to a cruise
A
somewhere.
day like today when there's no clouds in the sky.
beautiful day, absolutely.
So,
And
if if I'm not mistaken, a Desoto is part or was part of the Chrysler family.
That's correct.
Yeah. And what did Desoto become after Desoto? Or did it?
So it did not. I think it went through the early 60s, from the late 20s, early 30s, and then they stopped the production of it.
Gotcha.
So they're very rare, and you don't see a lot of these around. This is really nice because it's a sedan, so it has a suicide doors. It's got an inline six. I actually met the gentleman that owned it for 37 years.
Oh, wow.
So almost half of its life. He's from New Jersey. And he had it when he was in college and was getting ready to get married right after college and blew the engine on it. And his father, as a wedding gift, fixed the engine and had the hardened seat valves installed on it. So obviously it does really good.
Okay, so it
under
works.
the gas.
It's okay on today's fuel.
Correct.
Yeah. Wow. Well, what a story. How is the undercarriage? If it came from
California.
It came from California, but he was from New Jersey.
New Jersey originally. So
how's the rust?
It's very much intact. It has absolutely no rust.
Wow.
So the only thing I did to it when I got it 6 years ago, it had the original mohair interior, which was very raggedy. We had all that removed. We had all the interior stripped. There was no rust holes, no rust spots. So now it's sprayed, it's insulated, and all the upholstery inside is new. So
that is so cool.
It's a joy to drive.
I bet you've got people every time you take it out come up to you and ask you, "What is that?"
Correct, absolutely.
Yeah. That's got to make you feel good.
It does.
Yeah, because I mean, to have a car that is one rare,
right,
and number two, vintage, old school,
correct,
and correct. You know, it's not a modified car. It's not something that's got big fat tires on it and stuff.
Or lowered or something like that.
It's era correct.
Yeah, that is correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
3-speed on the column?
3-speed on the column.
Yeah. How's the clutch work in it? Good?
It actually works very smoothly.
Smooth?
It is very smooth. It's very smooth.
Because, those cars back in the day, that's what it was all about.
Sure.
The smoothness of that shifter.
Yep.
And that clutch was easy to use.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't like to do more than 55.
That's okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's not. I guess. You could take it on the highway. It wouldn't.
You can.
Around here, you could. You can run 55 easily around here.
Sure.
Just don't get out on Interstate 10 or the Raceway 45. But around town, you could do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously garaged.
It is absolutely.
Yeah. Any plans for it in the near future? I mean, you're going to rebuild the carburetor, put a new rear end in it, anything like that?
No. So I just have to have the engine bay refreshed.
Gotcha. Are you going to do that yourself or find somebody?
No, I wish. I'm not mechanically inclined.
No?
I'll find somebody to do it.
Yeah? Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
Correct.
I mean,
everybody's got their limits. They know what they can do, what they can't
and listen,
do.
and my limits become more and more refined the older that I get. There's a lot of limits now.
So that generation of a car actually requires somebody to keep it in tune. There's always a little tweak to the carburetor, to the ignition system. Do you have somebody here in town that keeps it in tune for you?
I do.
Who's that?
That guy's over at Classic Car Care.
Really?
Yeah, Robert.
Well, that's quite talented folks.
Yes.
Because the era of going to a normal shop that understand carburetors and points and condensers is drastically shrinking.
I agree.
So how big is this 6-cylinder? Do you know how many cubic inches it is?
216.
Okay. Well, it's significant enough, and
Yeah.
6-cylinders have always got lots of torque in them anyhow.
100 horsepower.
Kind of gets the car. Is it 100 horsepower?
Well, it doesn't sound like a lot, but it's enough for the car.
Well, back in the day, that was
Particularly in
probably pretty
1940,
significant.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And then for it to be a 40, which would have been kind of the last year of full production before World War II, because a 40, anything 42 is very, very limited production because they all switched over to war production in 41 or in 42.
Right. You made reference to the starter. This one has the push button on the floorboard.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I am familiar with that because I had a 1954 Chevrolet 3/4 ton pickup truck with a 4-speed, a granny first gear. Okay, it was a utility truck. It was given to me. It had spent all of its life up in Wisconsin. 235 Blue Flame 6 with a single barrel carburetor on it, but it had a button on the floor that was direct to the starter.
Sure.
Talk about confusing a millennial.
Yes,
You
correct.
know, first off, it's confusing to get it started because what's that button for?
Right.
And then real confusing to how to get it going because they don't understand how to drive a clutch and would never understand a 3-speed on the tree.
Correct.
I learned on a 3-speed on the tree.
My first
Absolutely.
car had a 3 on the tree.
Yeah. And, you know, as a matter of fact, the only trophy I ever won was in a, got to think, 68 Nova with a 6-cylinder and a 3 on the tree.
Ice racing in Wisconsin?
No, it was here, down at Houston International Raceway in Dickinson on the Gulf Freeway. And it had a Hurst shift kit in the column shifter.
Oh, how funny
Really?
is that?
And that thing was as smooth as glass, man. And you could bang that second gear all the way down third gear. I mean, boom, you were there. Got a trophy. Until I broke out of my bracket, and then that was the end of that.
Well, he was the only one in the bracket.
I was not the only one in the bracket. Never
So,
give me any credit for anything.
When you got
just
the
like a
car,
husband.
was it that clean when you got the car, or have you done any work to it at all?
It was that clean. So the only thing I had done to the exterior was I had the rear fender on the passenger side repainted. Because a couple that owned it was a really young couple, and the guy was trying to get his wife to learn how to drive 3 on the tree.
Uh-oh.
They live in an apartment complex that had a huge column, so every time she drove in there, she just scraped it a little bit. She
Oh,
scraped it.
that's typical lady drivers.
Oh, send your comments to
Now we're going to get bombed.
at InWheelTime.com.
Thank you, Jeff.
Well,
Is Kathy
on
listening?
on that spot painting, it wouldn't be as difficult as because that's not a metallic paint.
Correct.
You know, so a skilled painter should easily be able to match the paint on that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And-
Plus, the color is very forgiving.
That
tan.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the original? That's the original color?
So it would have been, I think it would have been a darker color.
Darker shade
Just
of-
a darker shade of
Kind of
beige.
tan,
Correct.
sand, kind of a sand color.
Correct.
So
it's gorgeous.
Yeah. So when you get done with all the maintenance on it, and you get done tinkering around under the hood and that sort of stuff, and you've saved up a few coins, you're going to go back to the original color if you ever have it repainted?
I'd like to, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Because that would be, if that were my car, that's what I'd want to do with it.
Sure.
Yeah.
and it's a DeSoto, and you said it's an L6?
No, S7.
S7. I kind of blew that, didn't I?
What is it? Was that
So
the
tell
model
us what,
number?
the model. Tell us what S7 means.
So S
within
is
the
just
DeSoto.
a sedan.
Sedan.
And,
Okay.
It's they had the S6, I think, or S7. This one happens to be an X7. It came in the custom and deluxe models. This one happens to be a custom.
Yeah, I can see it's got twin mirrors on it,
Correct.
which has got to either be an option or part of the 7 package, which is the upper level package.
Correct.
Because back then, twin mirrors was unusual.
Hell,
It was
I didn't even
usually-
have twin mirrors on my 77 Corvette.
Oh, yeah.
Seriously, I didn't. It had one.
Yeah, the driver's side mirror is always standard, but the passenger side's optional or part of an upper level package. And you said it had mohair interior originally?
The original, yeah. Yeah.
A little itchy, was it?
Correct.
So did you go back with mohair?
So I did not. I went with something that looks period correct, but I wanted to upgrade it, make it look better, and make
More
it more
durable, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
But it's still a cloth interior.
It is still
Yeah,
a
yeah.
interior. Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
I'm a huge cloth fan.
Yeah, same.
Well, I thought it was really cool that it had, I guess, the original mohair interior in it with only 86,000 miles. But, I mean, you're talking about a 50, 55-year-old. I'd have to take my shoes off to do the math, but a 55-year-old
Yeah,
interior.
how about
80, 81.
80?
Yeah.
Going on
See,
81
I
years
told
old.
you, that's how much you. So
It's almost
Just
as old
about
as
your.
Don.
I just going to say, just about your age, Mark.
almost. But I thought that was pretty impressive, you know. It's just been replaced once.
So is there a DeSoto club in Houston or any kind of organized DeSoto owners
Not
here in town?
not locally. Not
Okay.
that I have found.
There is one nationally.
There is one national.
And you're a member of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Do you find your membership gets you information or just camaraderie?
No, a lot of information as well. Yeah.
I was gonna say the information's pretty cool when
Yes.
you get in a club. You know, they can give you bits and pieces of the why your car is what it is, and everybody always likes talking about just talking cars, which is all we do all Saturday long.
There's a lot of knowledge out there. Yes,
Yeah. So have you been on a car show before?
I have.
You have?
Yeah,
Which
actually.
one?
So several. So I go to the one that V Classics puts together, and they hang at Freddy's a bunch.
Yep.
Yep. I've been to the one in Fulshire. I went to one in Tomball a couple of months ago.
Yeah, but I'm talking about
Rudy's.
the radio show.
Oh, no, I've never been on a radio show. Sorry.
No?
No. Never been on
Well,
a
now
radio
you
show.
have.
Now I have.
Now you can brag to everybody. Hey,
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm on the In-Wheel Time show.
I was featured on your iP.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Well, so what are your plans today? You're going to stay till 11?
I am going to stay until 11. Yeah, I'm
Good.
hoping more cars show up. It's a beautiful day.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they're probably out there washing them now. See, if I were coming, wait till the sun got up so I could see what I was doing.
Sure.
Wash the car, spend about an hour kind of detailing it, then drive it up here, then detail it a little bit, clean it up just a little bit, and then sit around and talk to everybody.
Well, the guys with the Vipers over there, they drove in when it was still dark, and they're out wiping the cars down now. So they save themselves a little bit of time and standing out there in the sun chatting with each other.
Yeah. So, at any rate, well, it's great to have you stop by and tell us about the 40 Desoto.
S7.
S7.
Now I'm gonna have to go look that up and kind of learn a little bit more about what makes an S7 an S7.
There you
But
go.
it's a gorgeous car in
Thank you.
spectacular shape.
So, are you on Facebook?
I am not on Facebook.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
I refuse.
Yeah, well, good for you. You know, I'm finding more and more people that have either been on it and canceled or have never been on it.
Yeah, well,
Well, it just-
Angie's not on it. She's never been. She's got an Instagram account, but she doesn't do Facebook.
Yeah.
So it keeps me out of trouble.
Well,
'cause she
thank you
doesn't
so
know what
much for
else to do.
stopping by. We appreciate you. Be sure and give us your email address. I assume that you've got that.
I do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank
And
you for
so-
having me.
Yeah, thank you. We really appreciate it. All right. We've got some other things that we need to take care of in this half hour. And as it turns out that Mr. Zekin, are you available to do your review? No, we're not having our people check.
Put
with
your
your
headphone
people.
on.
Yeah.
The Levante is that a dancer at the men's club?
No, like I said,
hey.
dude, there's something
That was the
wrong
guy
with
on
that
the Fresh-
name.
Fresh Prince of Bel Air. I thought
There
it was
is
that guy
something
on there
wrong
or
with
something.
that name. I don't know what it is. It's just kind of strange. But at any rate, before we get to that, why don't we do the racing calendar, shall we? Because that's what I have on the list
Well,
next.
I was bummed out. We talked about it. We were both bummed out last Sunday when Erica went out in the first round, just got hole-shotted. We know Erica's she'll
Known as giving hole shots.
Yeah, I was going to say
but not to be defeated by
she will
one.
be better at Atlanta next weekend
Yep.
as NHRA moves to Atlanta, and then on the 28th, and then on April 11th, they'll be at the Winter Nationals in Pomona, which was traditionally
No, I think that's been canceled.
because of California.
Yeah. California has canceled that.
Thank you, Gavin Newsom. You
Once again.
you wonderful person.
What a jacked up state that is.
Both my kids live there. I
Good
know.
God almighty.
Well, this morning, and it starts here in about after the show's over. Well, actually, it starts at 10:10 this morning. Is the 12 hours of Sebring. So IMSA, the Corvettes, and the Cadillac DPI cars will all be racing in Sebring. NASCAR today is and tomorrow is in Atlanta. And next weekend, on the March 28th, NASCAR is going to be on the dirt track in Bristol.
That's the one I want to say.
Indy cars don't start until April. Formula One starts next weekend in Bahrain, and then we've got Gina Child Knowles is kicking off in April as well at Houston Motorsports Park. So, and that's going to be a local NASCAR event. You definitely want to be there. It's the 6th, isn't it?
I just so happen to have that
I
at
knew-
the
I
tip
knew
of
you
my
did.
fingers. I will be able to tell you here. I've got it over
But,
here.
if you're interested in going NASCAR local, you definitely want to come out to Houston Motorsports Park.
April 3rd. April 3rd.
April 3rd. Okay, so that's just 2 weeks away.
Yeah, April 3rd. She's going to be with us next weekend.
And then Circuit of the Americas NASCAR Cup cars are on May 23rd, so lots of stuff coming local as well.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What are these two guys doing down here with hand signals to one another and that sort of thing? Huh?
Tic-tac-toe.
I'm sorry?
We're playing tic-tac-toe.
You're not. So time now for this hour's car review. And Jeffrey joins in the car reviews by doing the pre-owned car of the week here on the In Wheel Time Car Show. and that would happen to be this week, a thing called a 2017 Maserati Levante L.
L. That's right. There's an L and an S, but we're going to review the L.
All right.
And just one thing, we are on the patio broadcasting here because they won't let us in the building. So you have that.
Okay.
But Elvis is in the building.
Elvis is in the building.
Elvis has left the building.
This is an SUV. It's a 5-passenger. As Mike brings the picture up there.
Pull your microphone down just a little bit there, Jeff. You're popping that P.
How's that? Is that?
Well, you pulled it away from your. Just pull it down a little
Pull it
bit.
down.
Now pull it closer.
There you go.
Thank you.
All right.
I have to teach these non-radio people what to do, how to do it.
I do listen to the radio.
Do you?
Yeah.
I think about it.
Well, good
There you
morning,
go.
John Hovis and Gina Child Knowles. They've both joined us online.
John, your name came up. Hold on, just a second.
Sure.
John Hovis's name came up last night.
Yeah.
Hey, what's happened to the Hemi hideout? I said, well,
They're hiding
out from COVID is what they're doing. So we're hoping that John is planning at least some late summer, early fall events.
That'd be great.
And
As
that we'll
things
be
open
there.
back up.
Yeah.
That's
be
just
great.
a smart thing
So
to do.
anyway, now that we got that.
Yeah,
All right.
a 5-passenger. The exterior changes, they're just minor cosmetic changes year to year with the Maserati. They really don't do anything extravagant or off the wall. Exterior features do include the hands-free entry, the xenon HID lamps, which is high-intensity discharge. That's what that means. Blind spot warnings, sound alert. So it's not only just a light, but you do get an audio of that. Very similar, yeah. It's like a pesky little mosquito. Heated windshield washer nozzles. Who does that? That's incredible. I think that's just fantastic.
Heated nozzles.
Heated nozzles.
I'm not even going to go there.
I just thought I'd throw it out there. Interior, you got the power foot pedals. You can adjust the
So
distance.
instead of the tilting, telescoping column, the foot pedals move back and
Exactly. I
forth.
have that in my Cadillac, so I think they copied it. Wooden or carbon fiber steering wheel, which is also heated. I like that. 280-watt stereo system with 8 speakers, satellite radio with live traffic reports as you're listening.
Great.
Drive me insane.
So we can listen to Don
I
while
was
we're...
thinking, a little yeah, you got a helicopter noise.
We had
in
a
there?
motorcycle chase over here on the east side.
No, you beat your chest. There you go.
There you go.
Full premium leather. There's no cloth in this. And there's just too many to list on the interior side. It does have 13 exterior colors, 11 interior colors.
It's a highfalutin looking SUV.
It is. It's a pretty vehicle. It really is. It is
Ciao,
a
baby.
3-liter V6 turbo dual overhead cam. You have your choice of either 4 or 6 valves per cylinder, Conrad. What would you like?
6 valves per
That's
cylinder.
what it says, 4 or 6, depending on if we get the turbo or not.
Boy, you talk about complicated.
Exactly. 345 to 424 horsepower. The 424 is the turbo at 5750 on the RPM side. 369 to 428 on the torque at 1750 RPM. Of course, the turbo is the 428. It is an automatic 6-speed paddle shift vehicle. You get 14 miles to the gallon city and 19 highway combined 16. Overall, the top speed non-turbo is 156. The turbo, you 164 miles per hour.
Wow.
0 to 60 in 5.2 seconds. You got a 4-year 50,000-mile warranty on it with a 21-gallon fuel tank.
So in other words, no, you
good
can't.
looking-
It's
good
still
looking
out of
SUV.
warranty by now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this one actually is just.
This is where you'd call Car Shield.
Who does that?
No, Car Shield will call you 3 times a day.
You're right.
I've got a side story for that later. The ride and handling, you got 19s, 20s, and 21-inch wheels on a 295/45 aspect ratio, depending on the size of wheel you want. Ventilated 4-wheel disc brakes, traction control with active suspension. Now, the vehicles in the 17 model, 42,000 to 46,000, depending on the mileage. Now, the 42,000 had around 50,000 miles, so it's just out of warranty. The $46,000 vehicle had around 36 to 38,000 miles. Like vehicles would be the Volvo or Infiniti, and now we've got logos. I don't think Don can see the logos on
Oh
there.
yes, I can.
Don
That's
can
the,
see
isn't that the
logos.
Devil's Fork?
No, it's Triton's fork.
Trident.
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 Now-
It looks like the Devil's Fork. to me.
Trident was the god of water
Yeah, well,
in
look,
Greek mythology.
Here, let me hand this to you. You can read it.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Founded over 150 years ago on December 1st, 1914 in Bologna, Italy, Maserati began as a family venture. 5 brothers, Alfieri, Bindo, Carlo, Ettore, and Ernesto.
I was a friend of Bindo's.
Well, I just Bindo.
Don't stop.
I'm not. I'm
And
going
their
on.
father was Guido.
No. Manny, Mo, and Jack were the cousins. Various automobile experiences and expertise to get the company started. The company's initial venture focused on creation of race cars. Alfieri Maserati was one of the first finishers.
We'll just call him Al.
We'll call him Al. Al Maserati. A 1926 Targa Flora Grand Prix motor race in Sicily, where he drove one of the first Maserati race cars ever produced.
Okay.
Yet another brother, Mario, was a primary designer of the logo. The prominent figure of the logo is the trident, and Mario based the design of the fountain of Neptune, founded in Piazza Maggiore.
That's Piazza.
There's no T in it. It's
No,
Piazza.
there's not.
No.
Just saying.
Pizza.
Pizza.
The Piazza with cheese in Bologna. It's the Neptune's
Bologna.
weapon.
The pizza with bologna.
It sounds good to me. Neptune's weapon, it's Neptune being the Roman god of the sea, as Conrad stated. The trident symbolizes the power and ability of control of water, and Neptune himself symbolizes strength and vigor, which we all have here on the board. Upon the suggestion of the family friend, the brothers decided to keep the trident on the logo, represent force in the race car industry, and also represented their homeland in Bologna.
And the logo really, looking at the history from 26 to today, hasn't really changed a lot.
No.
In 15 they removed the oval around it, but the logo has been pretty consistent all along.
Yep. And there you have it, the end.
Bologna.
Bologna.
We learned the word Bologna.
I think we're all full of
Neptune,
Bologna.
Piazza.
Maserati, Piazza,
Mario.
Mario, and Al.
Next week we'll be doing Latin.
The Latin car.
I'll get a
All right.
40
It's the
DeSoto.
Pope Mobile.
The Pope Mobile. We should do a Pope. What do they do with the old Pope Mobiles?
I have no idea. No idea. I will find a unicorn Pope Mobile somewhere.
Please do.
I know that you cannot buy an armored vehicle, armored car. You cannot buy one. They cut them up.
Really?
I tried years ago.
Is it armored? I mean,
Yeah.
I
Oh,
guess
I would
it's-
imagine so.
Oh, wait.
yeah.
Is it armored or is it just the bulletproof glass?
No,
Probably
it's armored.
both, yeah.
I was going to buy one years and years ago and turned it into like a beach vehicle. Little
Oh,
camper
yeah,
thing.
just what you need is a 9,000-pound vehicle
on the beach. That too.
All right. Hey, if you'd like to get in touch with us, you can always shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. And I also want to remind you that the In Wheel Time Car Show streams on Facebook, YouTube, and InWheelTime.com. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher Radio, iHeart Podcasts, TuneIn, Google Podcasts, Pandora, Amazon, and Podcast Addict, among others. The In Wheel Time Car Show continues right after this quick break.
Tailpipes and Tacos is Houston's premier cruise-in, and you're invited to join in. Whether you're a cruiser or spectator, Tailpipes and Tacos is the place to enjoy made-to-order breakfast tacos, fresh coffee, and mingle with Houston's fun car people. Mark your calendar for Saturday, April 17th for Tailpipes and Tacos at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican Restaurant in Katy, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and everyone is invited. You'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods all in one location. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at the Lupe Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard, just south of I-10 in Katy. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Lupe founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise-in, Tailpipes and Tacos, Saturday, April 17th, 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. at Lupe's in Katy. The In Wheel Time Car Show will be there too. Get your ride ready, and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in, April 17th, 8 to 11 a.m. at Lupe's in Katy, weather permitting. Is your business or company looking to stand out in a crowded advertising market? Looking to reach the real auto enthusiast? Well, you found it. You're listening or watching In Wheel Time, and so are your fellow enthusiasts. The In Wheel Time Car Show now reaches 500,000, and we can put together a marketing plan that will engage them in your product, business, or service. To get the tires rolling, just shoot us an email to our marketing director, Jeff Zekin. His address is jeff@inwheeltime.com. If you're in charge of your company's small, medium, or large business anywhere in the U.S., let the On Hold Company help you retain customers and promote your business on your telephone system. Promote special sales or company info when placed on hold. The On Hold Company provides custom on-hold messages with professional male or female voices, licensed background music with no long-term contract, no monthly recurring bill, and updates your messages as needed. Call the On Hold Company at 713-223-HOLD or go to onhold.net.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.